Welcome to Lee Does Stuff. This is a 2003 Jeep TJ Sport. It has the six-cylinder engine. I bought this in 2004, brand new, so it had been sitting a year on the lot. And I'm just going to be doing a long, basically like a long-term ownership comparison slash review of what it's like to own this Jeep here. So you got a little bit of rust at the hinges, but overall, this truck's been good. There's some rust starting at the door handles as well, like kind of near the corners. But let's do a breakdown of everything that I've had to do to this Jeep, essentially. So shocks right there, had to replace the shocks. But if we look at the undercarriage, which is very common to these Jeeps, they tend to rust. They tend to rust a lot underneath. The frames rot out, but this one is in very, very good condition. I would say very close to mint. Um, what else here? Let's go to the engine bay. We have the alternator that's been replaced, radiator been replaced, car battery, plugs, obviously, just the regular maintenance. Belts and pulleys have been done once, and also the heater core. I know that the heater core on these vehicles goes out, and it was leaking coolant on my feet one time. So this switch right here as well, I've had to replace it 4 times. So Scotty Kilmer's right. These Dodges, Chrysler vehicles at the time, the electronics are not very good, but I find that this straight six engine has been amazing. So I got 252,000 kilometers, and it's been a very good runner for me. Anyone who owns a Jeep knows that they're not very good down the highway, but there's something so raw and fun about the Jeep. It doesn't surprise me that it has such a large community. At the old stick here, it's been good all around pretty much, except for the electronics, like I said. But can't be perfect. And speaking of not being perfect, right around 200,000 kilometers, I had to replace the transmission. It was starting to kind of slip and kind of, I don't know, just wasn't as smooth as it once was. So that had to be done. And actually, and this might surprise people and it'd be interesting to hear if anybody else has gone through it, but I've gone through 3 fuel pumps in this Jeep. 3. Now, one was through a little bit of vandalism. Somebody put cigarette butts in my tank, but the mechanic said that could have been a little bit of part of it. But so, anyways, that had to be replaced. But 2 other times as well. So, I mean, it's not like that many kilometers on the thing. So, anyways, I'm surprised. And they say, go with the Jeep original parts, and I did. And it still failed, and had a Chinese knockoff one cheaper, still failed. So I don't know. But anyways, it's been pretty good ever since I put the new fuel pump in. But even though a lot of the electronics and things go wrong on this vehicle, the thing is that the parts are very cheap. They're easy to get. People are driving a million of these things on the road, and they're fun to work on, and they're easy to work on. Look at all the room in this engine bay. It's just so easy to get your hands around it and work on anything that you need. Let's move down to the tires here. Now, these are not stock tires and rims. I got rid of those and sold them a long time ago. And the first set I put on these were mudders. These are all-terrain tires, but I put mudders on, and mudders, I like the way they make the Jeep look, but they were not functional at all. So as soon as they were done, I put these all-terrain ones, and they are ready to be changed out as well. But these all-terrain have been really good for off-roading and just an all-around great tire. So, I mean, everybody seems to do. This is the one thing Jeep people do, is they mod out their Jeeps with rims and tires. All in all, I keep it very simple. It's a very simple vehicle, and I want to keep it forever because I absolutely love it. Uh, so I guess to conclude, Jeeps are not for everyone. And, you get that wave from another Jeep owner, and that they know that what it's like. It's just simple, like kind of like the Harley Club as well. You get that wave, and uh, you know, unless you have one, you don't get it.